What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are Traditional Fans with Opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. Tougen Anki, episode 17. So in this one, so we see Kogasaki's backstory. So you see, so his father was a Momotaro and his mother was a Oni, and so basically, and Kogasaki and his sister did not know that the mother was an Oni. I guess the father didn't know either. I don't know if the mother knew. So Kogasaki wanted to join the Momotaro like his father until basically he goes to buy milk and basically I guess while he sent a text like while he's like all the way from school. He goes to the grocery store, buys some milk, and returns. And he sees his father standing over the corpses of his mother and sister. And his father says that, you know, basically his mother and sister were both Oni. And he asks which one is Kosaki, and Kosaki's revealed to be an Oni. And the reason he has all these scars in the present is because he was cut up like a lot by like his father. His father assumed he was seems to assumed he was dead, and basically, but Kosaki was able to I guess heal and like yeah. So basically, he wants to like hunt down his father, and hmm, wasn't yeah Mulino fighting one of the Momotaros, and the other one takes him away since like some joggers about to come around. They don't want it to become a public thing, so the Momotaro leave. Oh, now so Shiki gets a call about the girl, and then so he and Kozaki go to this where the girl's at, and they see a building on fire. And they're wondering what's going on, leading to like I guess the next episode. So yeah, so I really liked this episode. I liked Kogasaki's backstory, how they explained it, and they also did a good job explaining what happened, the whole deal about what happens if a Momotaro and Oni have a kid. Basically, like you don't inherit both, at least as far as we know of. You don't inherit both, but you basically inherit either one or the other. So either if you have mixed Oni and Momotaro blood, you're either an Oni or a Momotaro, not both. Like I said, that's as far as we know. I've not read the manga, so I don't know if there is any other half breeds that are happen to have both, and some have, and if there are other half breeds that if there are some that happen to have both powers. I am not aware of that. It'd be interesting though. That also be pretty freaking cool to see that. But yeah, or I really like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. Kurumizawa's Folly, Chapter 8. So in this one, Yoshikawa tries to tell Hada about Kurumizawa, but Kurumizawa appears and basically interrupts Yoshikawa. Yoshikawa hands Hada a note. Hada can't read. Kurumizawa reads it. It says where to meet for Hada to meet her somewhere. And then so the next day, Hada's wondering what Yoshikawa said, and is curious about what Kurumizawa was doing. Kurumizawa shows his lithography press. Basically says, yeah, he's doing that as a way to research some a manga about printing press that copies that can copy like memories and dreams or like memories of objects. Which honestly, that could be a cool story. But you know, and Hada agrees with it. Now, basically, what he does is what he's praised himself as a way to prepare for eventuality. In case Hada was curious. yeah, and then he sees the leaf over a drawing. Kurumizawa says it's an old drawing when he was a student. And then yeah, so basically, yeah, yeah. So then Kurumizawa tells Hada to not wander around the back of the building because he says there's an old family dog buried, so it's very special. Hada's like basically he's like all right. So Kurumizawa heads to Nishi Park, which is where the what their notes said for Hada to go to. So yeah, basically, so Hada's still thinking about what Yoshikawa said, and Yoshikawa walks towards the door. Basically, it looks like that the note was meant to get Kurumizawa out of the house, since she knows, like Yoshikawa knows that Hada can't read. Now I don't know if Kurumizawa knows that Yoshikawa knows that he can't read, but yeah, so that'd be interesting to see what happens next chapter, like what Yoshikawa does. Interested in that. I think that could be it's gonna be I think it's gonna be very interesting how things go. Like I don't know how long this manga will go, but the lies are starting to unravel. But yeah, I really like this chapter. Like how they're setting up, confrontations about everything. And I really like this chapter. Looking forward to the next one. Shabake episode 6. So in this one you have Nikichi telling a story about his past where he was a spirit, serving a spirit named Yoshino. Basically, Nikichi had feelings for Yoshino, and like he never spoke it, basically to not screw up their work relationship, and because Yoshino was into a guy named Lord Bell, Lord Bell, who was a human. So Bell died, and Yoshino believed that Bell would return to her in another life, which Bell did. And every time he died, Yoshino would wait. She's a spirit, so she doesn't die. And then, yeah, their time she thinks she's reunited with Belle, but turns out to be a kidnapper that was like trying to be nice. Like he had claimed he lost his memory, so like Yoshio was like, oh, his lost memories mean that he could just lost his memories of her. But then what's really kidnapped her, she learns it's revealed that the the local man who was killed trying to save a kid from getting kidnapped was Lord Bell. And yeah, Nikichi basically like realizes that Yoshio knew how Nikichi felt about her, and like yeah, so Nikichi like basically I guess just moved on eventually. So yeah, I like this episode. Like kind of felt like filler. Like I do want to get more involved with the mystery. Overall, I like this episode. Looking forward to the next one. Frankenstein 2025. So this is a Netflix movie that Guillermo del Toro directed. Yeah, it was released in some select cinemas, not anywhere near me. But like, yeah. So basically, this is I would say it's a loose adaptation of the Mary Shelley novel. You know, basically, one of them, so one is the same. So Victor Frankenstein is found by a boat by a ship captain. Now the name is different. Like they changed the name of the ship captain, and basically, yeah, in the book, the creature does not come across the ship in the book. At least not that I remember. And show and basic now in the also in the book, Victor's brother William is 6 years old, while in the movie he's an adult. And there's also a third brother. Who's well, I mean, he's minor, like he's not a major character. And like Elizabeth is the in the book is the adoptive sister of Victor and becomes Victor's fiance. Based on I recall, she was adopted for the her kind of for like the purpose of being engaged to Victor in the book. Now in the movie, she's engaged to William, who is not 6 in the movie. And then yeah, so and then basically so Victor's expelled for trying to research how to resurrect the dead. And he's funded by Elizabeth's uncle. He succeeds in creating the creature. He keeps the creature chained up, and like Elizabeth and William see the creature. Elizabeth bonds with it, and then Victor like tries to burn the creature along with the house that he used as a lab, and then now the creature regenerates, goes to the wood, helps out a local family, becomes called the spirit of the forest. But when the old and he befriends the old man who teaches him how to read and speak, and then yeah, so then the old man gets killed by wolves, and the creature comforts him until he dies. While his children hunt him, and then yeah, he tried at William and Elizabeth's wedding. The creature like basically infiltrates the building and demands that Frankenstein make him a bride. And Frankenstein says no, and leads to like the monster attacking Frankenstein. And so the creature comes across Elizabeth. Elizabeth had bonded with the creature. It almost feels like she had almost like fallen for the creature, like at times. And then Victor tries to shoot the creature, but he accidentally shoots Elizabeth, and she dies. And then William's killed by the creature. Now he like basically disowns Victor like before he dies. So then Victor pursues the creature into like the Arctic, and that leads to where we are now in the present. So then the creature comes across Victor on the boat. Basically, Victor apologizes once he hears the monster story and calls the creature his son. And then like the creature basically the creature and Victor make peace before Victor dies. And yeah, so and then the creature, I guess, learns to appreciate the sunlight or something, and that's it. So yeah, so there are definitely changes. So like in the book, so basically like you don't hear Frankenstein apologize to the creature for creating him, like at the end. And like the also the creature like promises to burn himself alive to like prevent him from being recreated. And like yeah, I mean a lot of there's some deaths that are just done by the monster and revenge against Victor. That's in the basically the book. That's in I think like a lot of the older adaptations. Like yeah, the acting's really good. Like the acting is really good, and the music. Those two things carry this movie. The writing, it's not the biggest fan of it. I would say overall the movie's mid. Like I could see why I do predict that this will get some awards nominations, even though it would definitely not be my pick. You know, I would say overall, it's a mid movie. And that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.